Hello everyone, welcome back to the one and only Holistic Life Transformation. My name is Rene and today we're going to talk about the spiritual lifestyle paradox, or what most people get wrong about being spiritual or living spiritual, whatever this is supposed to mean, by the way. You may have realized that people like to do all sorts of things which they think is going to help them in their enlightening process or in their spiritual way, on their spiritual path. And they do yoga, meditation, affirmations, sun gazing, whatever it is. And what it seems like that you have to do all these things in order to be spiritual or to think you are spiritual. But this is kind of a paradox, as I think, because do you notice these people who are always busy? They are always trying to do something or say that they do something, and this is just another way to say you're important. So for me it seems like that spiritual is the new busy. Being spiritual is the new busy. You are spiritual and you're busy being spiritual. So and the thing is, it has become kind of a status symbol as I see it. Not like in the past, you had a car, you had a house, you had a boat, if you had it. And then you had a status symbol. This was the good old days. But now people start to be spiritual or act spiritual and show it to others how good they are, that they belong to the illustrious circle of so-called light workers or whatever. But the thing is, what most people miss is that being spiritual doesn't mean you have to become spiritual. You don't have to do things to be spiritual, because you already are spiritual. So what I want to say with this is, or what I found for myself, because I did it also a lot, that I thought I have to do this, I have to do that. But then I came across the 7 universal principles, and the first universal principle says that everything is spirit, everything is mental. And what does it mean? It means everything is spiritual. It means you are spirit, I am spirit, everyone is a spirit, because everything is spiritual. So this means also that you don't have to become spiritual, because you already are. And even you do meditation or you don't do it, you do yoga, you don't do it, in the end it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you understand the implications that it has when you think about what it means to be spiritual. What does it mean? And I want to share with you now what I think that it means, or what I found out for myself. And first of all, also according to the 7 universal principles, is that spirit comes first. Before anything can be created or formed, it has to be in the spirit. I don't want to say mind, because the mind is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your spiritual self, spiritual being that you are. And everything is spirit first. It comes out of spirit and it will return to it. And this is the first universal principle. Also mean that it rules all other principles. If you're not familiar with the 7 universal principles, I did another video which you can have a look at if you want. And to get familiar with it. And in the next videos I also going to go through all these principles, and this is now the first principle. And so what I want to say is also that so spirit comes first. Another thing is that spirit is matter and matter is spirit. So we always say, yeah, I'm spiritual, I'm not into this worldly things, I'm not interested in the problems of the world, I'm doing my meditation and that's it. But you have to see that everything around us is spiritual as well. Everything, the matter is just another aspect of spirit. It's just spirit at a lower frequency. So your spirit, your spiritual powers, your spiritual energy, which you put on the matter, is actually transforming it. It's creating it. So this means you are the creator of your own reality. And I mean, everything around you is created by yourself. And this means also that your body is created by yourself, by your spirit. And this means your spirit also affects your body. So if you are not balanced inside of you, it will reflect on your body, it will reflect on your environment, in your experiences. Because whatever we think, every thought will return to you as a lived experience. Every thought that you send out will return to you as a lived experience. So this is what you have to understand about what it means to be spiritual, that you are the creator of your own reality, and that your reality that you see is a reflection of who you are. It is there to show you, to become self-aware of who you are and what you are creating. And this also not only your environment but also your body. What is your body telling you about yourself? Where you have issues with your body? Where are you sick? Where are you healthy? What is going on? And your body is just your servant. It is not who you are. It is your servant, your vehicle to have a real experience in this in our world. The spirit needs this vehicle, the body, to experience itself, to perceive with your senses. And so this is another important lesson. You are not your body. Your body is like a car, like your clothes that you wear. You can take it off, you use it, but it's not who you are. You use it for your interactions. You use it to get from A to B, but your body is not who you are. This is a really important lesson, and it's hard to understand, and it's even harder to accept it and to truly implement this knowledge in your life, or this insight. And another thing is, what you have to realize is that everything is connected. We are all connected. We are connected to the universe, to the source energy, because we are part of it. And eventually everyone will return to it as a spiritual being. And you have to see that everyone around you is also spiritual and can use his or her spiritual powers to create his or her reality. Now, when we are in groups, we create a so-called group consciousness. This can be a country, a family, or a religion, whatever you think is you belong to, or what you think is going to happen. And people having the same mindset, they will create the same reality. So this means we can for example, everyone believes that we have to die, right? Our body is aging, and this is such a strong common belief that everyone is projecting it, and it has to become a reality, and it becomes a reality for everyone who is connected to this mass consciousness. And if you think about it, when we are a spiritual being, and we affect matter, and our body is made of matter, then it should be possible to affect this matter in a way that we don't age, or we decide how our body is going to look like. And when we are attached to this mass consciousness that we have to age and die, and then we are gone, then this is what is going to happen. And the same is true for wars, for seeing an enemy somewhere and create all this energy which finally gets released on your enemy, but also on yourself. It's all interconnected. And being spiritual is actually, what you really have to think about is that you are the creator of your own reality, and you don't have to become something or someone. It's already happening. All you need to do is become aware of what are you doing and who you are, because what you see around you is who you truly are. What are you projecting? And what I want to say as well is that how do we actually create our reality? Like, we have this thought, but you have to be careful if it is what kind of thought it is, because when we talk about creating our reality, we have to distinguish between the mind and your true self. The mind is the voice in your head, which is doubting, which is evaluating, comparing, judging others, constantly evaluating the situation and comparing where you are in relation to this situation, this person, better or worse, bigger, smaller, all these kind of things. It's always comparing, judging, constantly. But this is not who you are. And to realize this is a very important step, because if you don't realize this, your mind or your focus is attached to your mind. And this is what you will create. When you have your dreams of a happy life, whatever it's going to be, wealth, abundance, soul partner, whatever you want, you have these wishes, these dreams, but then always your mind comes in, doubting, and you are seeing these doubts as who you are, or as a part of you, and these doubts will automatically create a opposing energy which will eliminate, or which will neutralize your creative powers. You will create the opposite instead of what you truly want. So what you have to see is that you are not your mind, and what you are, your true spiritual self, is those wishes, those dreams you have deep inside of you. Everyone wants peace, everyone wants inner balance, everyone wants to be loved. Everyone at its core has the same wishes and desires. And this is who you truly are. And this is what you can create for yourself. But the mind is interfering, is stopping and blocking your creative energies as a spiritual being. And this one you have to become aware of, that your mind and your so-called common sense, which is supposed to help you, your reasoning, that this one cannot happen because of that. These are all your limiting beliefs, and if you believe these limiting beliefs, they will limit you. Your fears become your limits if you don't face them. And you don't have to fear anything or see any limits in your life if you truly understand that you are a spiritual being. You can create matter the way you want. And every thought you send out leaves an energetic footprint or an energetic field which will manifest into your life as a lived experience, because this is what you want. You want to experience this, and that's what you get. And another thing which is really important is that the way we create is also related to how we feel. Our thoughts are strong, but our emotions are much stronger. And if you feel inside of you where you have blocks, where you have fears, limiting beliefs, anxiety, which keep you restrained, keep you small, then this is what you have to realize, that you actually amplify your thoughts with your emotions, and your emotions are in your heart space. Your heart is 5,000 times stronger than your brain on a electromagnetic or on your magnetic field of the heart is 5,000 times stronger. So you actually you go into resonance with how you feel, and you feel this way because of the way you think, and the way you think is affected by your mind. But it shouldn't. It should be your true spiritual self, which creates whatever you want and receive it the way you want to have it. And at the end of the day, you have to see that you don't have to become spiritual. You already are spiritual. You're just unaware of what you are creating every day. And the true spiritual path is to recognize that you are the creator of everything, every second, every moment, and that you become a master of your own creations. And what can help you to do that? What can help you to become this master? And one thing is to understand that you are spirit. And also you have to understand the 7 universal principles in general. You have to understand them, you have to master them, and you have to see how they interact, where they appear in your life. And this is what I'm trying to help you with, and also for myself. So if you think this is helpful, or if you have any issues or any feedback, would be highly appreciated. And let me know your thoughts in the comments, or send me a message, whatever you like. And I hope this clarified a bit the issue with spiritual lifestyle paradox. Remember, you already are spiritual. You don't have to become, you don't have to do anything. Certainly some things will help you, but they are not necessarily not necessary for yourself. So with this, I hope you have a nice day. I will enjoy the sun a bit more, and see you next time. Bye bye.